The Podbreed Network is strictly for the small podcasts that are up and coming in the vast world of podcasting. Podbreed is made up of many diverse podcasts coming together to achieve the same goal of being the best damn podcast network on the planet. Find out more at podbreed.com.
Looking for a short-form podcast? 10 minutes or less, 3 days a week. The female-hosted podcast you didn't know you needed. You're listening to Drea's Point of View with your hostess, Drea.
This subject always crosses my mind around the holidays because there are so many events going on and parties to be invited to. Sometimes we go certain places every year, and oftentimes we wait for an invite and may not get one. I talked to some friends about this and wanted to share my thoughts about getting one versus not getting an invite. I'm Drea, and I would like to welcome you to my show, Drea's Point of View. I can be found on Pinterest, IG, Facebook, and Clubhouse at Drea's Point of View, and at Drea Point on Twitter. Don't forget to turn your notifications on so that you don't miss any episodes from me, including this bonus one. So, there have been a couple of invitations I haven't received, like being invited over someone's home or even a wedding. That one took me aback because I've been friends with the bride for years, or so I thought. I remember her talking about her fiancé, and I told her not to forget my invite, and yet I never got one. I was heard about it and told some close friends. One said to look on her page and see if anyone else I know went. I didn't do that. Another one said maybe it came down to the number of people that she could invite. And another one even said it could have been jealousy. I didn't know about that one, but you never know anyone's motives. Now, the day of the event, I wound up going to another event to just get my mind off of that. My holiday dynamic is different now since everyone lives different places and most of the people I spent time with are no longer here. So it's always interesting to see what's going to happen. I find that most people don't even ask what you're going to do for the holidays. They may send you that happy holiday text, though. Just this past Thanksgiving, I was expecting an invite from someone that I got last year, but couldn't make it. But I didn't get one. I was disappointed and thought, maybe they're not hosting this year. I talked to a friend who did get an invite, but they declined because they felt that the vibe would be different. You know, the older I get, and not only look at holidays the same, but you outgrow some people, and that is okay. I told my friend at least he did get an invite. It shows that someone is thinking about you. I know I read somewhere that you may not want to attend every party you're invited to, and the motive may not be genuine. I get that, but I'd still like the option of declining. I had another friend tell me that she had to decline an invite she got for years due to extenuating circumstances, but the invitee was persistent and invited her again this year, and she's able to go. She agreed with me on wanting that invite. Who wants to feel like Rudolph and be excluded? You know, I looked up some reasons on how to cope when you're not invited, and here they are. The first one is to try and figure out why. That's not a problem for me since I'm an overthinker. Vent to your close friends, which I always do. Trying to get another person's perspective can help. Accept it and move on. The accepting part is easier for me. Dwelling over someone who doesn't like you is senseless and energy draining. But it still takes a while for me to move on. Don't resent them. That's negative energy, and that's never good. And another suggestion is to do something to have fun anyway, like I did the day of that wedding. I actually wound up going to my first live boxing match, which was definitely an experience. So try not to stay at home thinking about it, whatever you do. You know, in addition to that invite, what would make you not invite someone to something again? Well, I've been on both sides of that coin. The first one was when I was invited to a Thanksgiving dinner, which is huge. I mean, how many people do you know outside of family that actually invite you to a holiday dinner? It was a coworker who lived a few houses down from me, and she saw me on the street and stopped to ask if I wanted to go. She knew my family was far away, so she invited me, and I accepted, saved me a plane ticket. So I wound up staying for about 9 to 10 hours. Now, people came in and out of there all day. I'd say about 30 people I met that day. And I only probably disagreed with about 2 of them. Not bad odds, only 2 out of 30. Apparently it was because I wasn't invited to anything else. And then there was a time I was doing the inviting and had a birthday party at a restaurant. One person showed up without a gift, card, or an explanation. Now, I did give everyone about a month's notice or more, and I remember patronizing her business, but she couldn't do anything for me but show up. That's the last invite she'll get from me. I consider it a blessing to get an invite. I'm hoping this episode has been helpful for those of you who have been in that situation or will be. Here's to getting all the invites we deserve and enjoying ourselves in the process. Thank you for listening. This has been Drea's Point of View. And there you have it, another episode in the books for my podcast. Don't forget to go to my website, thedreaspointofview.com, to check out my merchandise shop, leave a review, and to catch up on my episodes. Thanks again for listening.